right, guys, what's going on with the market today? September 8th, 2022. You're going to see a lot of things on my chart here. I'm going to go through with SPY first. I moved some stuff around. I just did a free tutorial course with some folks. If you guys are interested in it, go down to my videos and then you can see free courses and take advantage of it. All right, so let's see what's going on with SPY. So there's some cool things going on, but I know it's not an easy time, bear market. But I want to see the TD sequential. So if you guys see here, TD sequential, we started number 1, headed up, right? Now, where's the resistance going to be? That's the important part. We know for sure, based off our past and our teachings, if we draw a nice little line there, and we're going to change it to red, that's our resistance. So potentially 419, but we have other areas we can look at too. So I'm going to change this over. So we know we're in TD1. Okay, that's important to keep note. Okay, RSI and MACD want to flip. Let's look at MACD on the 4-hour. It already turned. Okay, so this would be a good entry point, but with a stop loss. Okay, 1 hour, it started doing it a little earlier, a couple days ago, but on the 4-hour, we're seeing a strong move here with SPY. So keep an eye out with your stop loss. Okay, now we have our first resistance up here, which we know on the daily, but if I go on my 4-hour, I see another one in there. Okay, this is why I like to go 4-hour, 1 hour, so you can see resistance and you can see what's going on with MACD, RSI, or candles. And here's the important part. A lot of folks like to play the daily. That's fine. I do it because I swing trade. Okay, but if I look at my 4-hour, I get to see what happened twice in a day. If I look at my 1 hour, I get to see what happens 6.5 times, because that's when the market's open, right? About 6.5 hours. And then I can see resistance levels. So let's go back and we'll go to the 1 hour chart and we will see one more line of resistance here. Okay. Key levels to look for. So we have 401.44 that's been challenged. We have 405. And then eventually 419, and then we fly to a nice level. Not sure we'll make it there, but I'm going to mark that off. Okay, so let's go over to SPX. SPX, if you guys are following SPY, SPX and SPY are very, very similar. Okay, one of the things that I think is funny, if you take SPY and add a 0, you got SPX. Or if you have SPX and take off the last digit, like here 4006, and you do, I get rid of the 6, I have SPY. All right, so I want to show you something that happened at the end of the day. Okay, we had some very, very tough resistance. Okay, up here on the 1 minute, we had our resistance levels. Okay, and one of the things I like to mark up here, if you guys know me, get rid of my little auto over here. You guys know me. This is, to me, pretty good time to get in. Okay, so we had, so it bounced off, right? And so now we had a second one here, and then we had a third one there. Okay, now if you see those bounces off that resistance, good time to get in. If you guys are in the bull ring with me, you know this is when I entered the trade. 2 reasons I entered the trade. Okay, I had my first bounce there, second bounce there, confirmations, we crossed the 50 EMA, and I was in. Okay, now you guys know I use the second indicator. I just turned that off for the class. So now I have my indicator here, and if I turn off the candles, you can see when I got out. Okay, I got out at the first curl, not the second one. Why? Because I had a lot of profit here. Okay, if I keep waiting, eventually I'll make the decision here. I don't do that. I just have a rule. Okay, and here it is. Okay, on the curl, I'm out. All right, so that's what's going on with SPX. Resistance was broken here. If I extend this out, okay, you'll see resistance became support in this area. And then it got into a rectangle. I'm thinking it's a bearish rectangle, but it might end up being a bullish one because it's trying to bust out. Same thing as SPY. We look at these levels, okay? And on the 1 hour, I'll make it easy. Here's our resistance, number 1, okay, at 40.19. Then we got 40.63. And then last but not least, 41.99, okay? I think we'll make it to 40.60, maybe 4100, and then come back down. And I base this off of some of the charts I've done in the past. I base it off Elliott Wave, Fibonacci's, and then of course we have our inverse cup and handle on the weekly, monthly as well. So don't plan on long. Me personally, I'm not planning long on SPX, but I'll take some of these pullbacks and then some of the downhills that we're getting from it. Okay, something good to note here: Tesla's being a real bull. Look at that. So one of the things I noticed with Tesla today is that it got into a nice pennant there. Okay, kept going up. Didn't matter what the RSI did. Okay, RSI was burnt. And oops, let me go downstairs. With the RSI, and I was tracking this just for some folks on StockTwits. And you know, if I look at where's my so if I look at this, okay, this was on the 15-minute, but I'm going to change this a little bit. If I look at what's going on with Tesla with the RSI, you can see we were going downhill with the RSI, okay, and at some point we broke out. But this was a bullish divergence. This is going down, but the price is going up. It's bull time. And that's what happened with Tesla. It had resistance here. It broke it, and it kept going. Now, what's Tesla going to do tomorrow? Well, I don't play Tesla, but if I did, I would not bet against it. I think Tesla already going to take care of that resistance. It's already there. And then you have the next one here, 301. A lot of people are predicting 300 for Tesla. Why? Well, they had some good news. Apparently, they're doing very well in China, I believe, with delivering cars. And then the other thing, too, in the news is you have other EV makers not doing as well, struggling with prices. I know Jeep came out with their EV. And they're excited, but they can't keep the price down under 50, which is where everybody wants to be. So not good for them, but very good for Tesla. Another one I want to note is Microsoft. You play QQQ, Microsoft is the same. Okay, Microsoft got some very simple resistance line. Okay, not too bad. But I will come over to the 15-minute so we can look at a few more. Okay, so far we see it had resistance here at 258, and then the next one will be 260 and about 264. Okay, do I think Microsoft is on its way up? Is it going to beat that resistance? Well, if I had to bet on it, I'm going to come down here and look at the RSI. See, RSI is pointing up. 15-minute struggled, and then it looked like it wanted to start turning. If I go over to the 10, I see that it did cross, but I would keep an eye on it on the 15. You know me, 15-minute is a good time to get in for the day, not for a long run. Okay, and you see on the 1 hour struggling a little bit, but definitely showing upward momentum here. Okay, so this is what I think. Watch the news. There's one thing I want to share with you. If you are using TradingView and have a list, okay, add China stocks. I want to show you what's going on in China right now. So if I go on the 5-minute, you can see what happened with the stock as soon as they opened up today. Okay, because whatever their stocks do, usually we do it. So here they are. They went into chop, chop, chop. Like some of the guys in the group like to have fun with the chop, but then I started busting out, right? And look at that. Boom, it's up. Okay. Now, how much is it up for the day? You look here, $162 change. Okay. They're up more than 0.5%. Now, they have all night to go. So if this continues, we could see a ramp up for us tomorrow. Okay. Whatever Powell did today didn't work. Everybody thought the market was going to dump. It didn't. So it rallied. Again, it's a bear rally. So if you understand bear rallies, they're not going to last for long. Okay. So here we are. And I think that tomorrow we should see upward momentum. I know you're going to see some pullbacks, but stop loss, everything. Keep your stop losses tight and make sure that you guys are studying your charts. One of the things I went through with the new course is this: do your homework, okay? And then what I taught the new students is use the stop loss, okay? And if you're not sure, you'd always recommend paper trade 100 times, okay? Make sure if you're scared or nervous about entering into a trade, paper trade it, okay? And then ask yourself, why did I get in? And hopefully you have a reason, because one of the things I was teaching the new students is make sure you have rules, okay? And that means that I have a plan. So if you're paper trading, you're going to create a plan. So create the plan, write it down, and tell yourself, okay, is this going to work? Paper trade, don't use your own money. So I hope this helps. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I hope we have a green day together. Remember, I'm going to be live trading Geo. I just had it up here, but anyways, live trading Geo, and I'll post in the room what time we'll start doing that, okay, in case you guys want to go in there and scout with me. All right, good night, and let's stay green.